Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I am Natalie. I am an empath and an intuitive card reader, and I'm here this evening to do the general mid-month reading for the sign of Taurus for January, mid-January, the last half of the month, 2017. And I found a stash of sweetgrass, so we got to put a smudge up today. There we go. This is to clean out the energies, vibrations, make everything fresh and pure again. This is sweetgrass and sage for those of you that are new. And the rest of you are familiar with this. And yay, it's the dead of winter. We got real stuff here. Sweetgrass. Love it. I was really happy to find that. I had 2 braids of it that I had made and forgotten about, tucked away. Okay, so this is for Taurus the Bull. Let's see what we can conjure up here tonight. See what kind of trouble we can get into. Remember, this is a general reading, Taurus. General means it may resonate with you on a personal level, and it may not resonate with you at all. And if you want a reading that resonates completely just for you, that would require a private reading, and I do offer that service. All the information on how private readings work with Bay of Fundy Fortunes is found down below this video window in the description area. Also, if you're new to YouTube or new to the channel, subscriptions are all free. The little red subscription button beneath this video window. If you click that, you'll be notified anytime Bay of Fundy Fortunes posts anything new. You will not be inundated with mass notifications or emails either, because I only post normally 2 times a month, and that's it. I might slide a 3rd one in for other reasons, and that's few and far between. And you can leave anytime you like. It's not like Hotel California. You can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave now. But we want some really good messages, strong, exciting messages for the sign of Taurus the Bull this evening. I'm hitting a new home run here. I think this is reading number 5 since this morning. In between that, I live my day. I cook my meals and clean my house and do my dishes and let the dog in and let the dog out. Let the cat in, let the cat out. Let the other cat in, let the other cat out. And then I have my photography, and I had birds here feeding all day, so I probably took about 400 or 500 pictures right there. And I'll fish through them tonight on my downtime. But this puts me almost halfway there for 12 readings. Almost. Some good signs, good messages for Taurus, please. Masters of the universe, masters of the natural world order, spirit guides. Please bring us any messages. And any Taurus viewing this video, or Taurus interested viewing this video, some good messages, things that they need to know. Things they need to anticipate. That's my word of the week, is anticipation. Anticipate in many different levels, different ways. I'm going to need a new deck of these pretty soon. I'm wearing them out. They're getting well used. They're a little expensive too, these ones. And I bought these locally. Well, half-hour drive from me, an hour's drive from me. I live rural, I live in the country, I live on the Bay of Fundy. I have a cove in my backyard. It fills up twice a day. Highest tides in the world here. We do. We're famous for that. We have a reversing falls, what they call a reversing falls. There's a long story behind that, but world famous reversing falls. And the highest tides in the world. Here, between here and Nova Scotia, which is right across the pond that way. So, right here? Alright, you say so. Alright, card number 1. I need my glasses. Excuse me. Okay. Card number 1 that tarot has brought to your attention is the Page of Pentacles, and it's all about opportunity. Second card in your finances and wealth is a Four of Pentacles, and it's about security. And Pentacles are all about money, mostly about money. Very strong element of money through them. It's about other things too. Pentacles represent several things, but money is always the first thing. They're like the diamonds in the regular playing pack. The third card in your heart, your health, your love, your romance. This is a Three of Cups, and it's all about reunion. Taurus the Bull. Card number 3, card number 3 was your heart, your love, your home. Anything to do with the heart. Card number 4 is your challenges for mid-January. It's the High Priestess. She's all about intuition. These are your challenges for the next couple of weeks. And the 5th card and the final card in this 5-card Oceanic Tarot spread. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. This is your message from Spirit. It's the moon, la lune. It's all about illusion. It's a pretty card. The moon, the aurora borealis, the stars. I always like the look of this card. Very dreamlike, very illusionistic, we might say. So, once I exhaust the messages from these cards, I will pull one significator for the overall reading at the very end from the deck of tarot. I'm going to close that a bit. Our temperatures have been warming up. We've been real lucky. All right, you get right over there. You get there. Okay. Let's get down to it, eh? Yay. The Page of Pentacles, opportunity. The overall energy of this reading. Taurus the Bull. When this card appears, it's here to tell you, it's bringing good news to you about finances, work, education. He brings hope. He brings hope and delivers it right to your lap and says, go ahead and hope. Don't be afraid to hope. Always hope. Never give up. You have a wish, your wish has been granted. That's what it's here to tell you. We all have wishes. For some of you, this is going to be pending job offers or selling of a property, and which indicates a move. Some of you are moving. This is a good move. This is a feel-good move. This is a moving on up, moving on out, moving on away in the best ways, in a good way. This is going to happen very soon for you, Taurus. Pay close attention. At the same time, to any paperwork, leases, contracts, bill of sales, receipt of items, anything like that, pay close attention. Especially, I just seen a vision of the date. Make sure the dates aren't saying things like 2019. I see a 9 in there, and there should be no 9 in our dates right now. So, yeah, be careful of that. The advice of this card is to look for offers in property. There's a good chance of work on your horizon. Again, check any contracts that you signed, especially job related, the beginning and ending dates. Go over them with a sharp eye. This is all coming at you, and it's happening real soon. The keywords for this card, the Page of Pentacles, because he brings messages to you. So some things are going to, like I said, it's going to be brought and dropped right in your lap. Somebody's coming with a message. Sometimes it's unintended messages. They have no idea they're delivering a message till they spell something out. They let something out. They're just talking general terms, but it's not general, not to you. You're hanging on every word. The key words here are money, messages, work, luck, communications, confidence, and optimism. real good feelings of optimism. One moment, I gotta clean these glasses. They've got something on them. It's driving me crazy. I've got a little cloth here. There we go. All right, let's see. It's like if I'm in the car in the front seat. If the window's dirty, it drives me right up the wall. Right up a wall. I have to have a clear view. And if I'm in someone else's car and I don't want to say anything about the dirty windshield, I'm too shy to, or don't want to be that forward, I just sit there and look out the side window and I get bored real quick. Anyway, there we go. That's better. So that's not a bad first card for the overall energy, Taurus, at all. Not at all. Let's see here. So now we have in our finances and sector, financial and wealth sector, the Four of Pentacles is all about security. Four of Pentacles. And we all want financial security, do we not? We all do. We all need it. Most of us are more need than want. That's just the way it goes. It's our level of needs are different, I guess, but need is need all the same at the end of the day. So this card brings to the forefront the issue of security, finances, work, how relationships are affected by your finances. Right now, it's showing that your relationships are quite stable in that respect. Right now, you're also able, though this is general, remember that. I know it's not everybody. Not everybody has this, you know, Mary Poppins kind of life. But some of you, right now, your relationships are stable and you're able to provide and care for others at this moment. Well, aren't you the lucky dog, you? But you've reached a point where you're able to sit back and relax a little bit and enjoy the strong foundation that you've built. You've been working really, really hard, Taurus, trying to pull this together, trying to give yourself some financial security, a sense of accomplishment. The Tauruses that I've known in my lifetime have always been that type of person. They love that feeling of accomplishment. They work really, really hard for what they really, really want. They'll go the extra mile if they have to. They're all about blood, sweat, and tears. They're studious. When they're doing a job, they tuck into the job, and the head doesn't come up until the job is done. They're very, some are real quiet, and some have really low-key egos, we'll say. They're more quiet and more observant. They do a job, they feel they're getting paid for it, and that's payment enough for them. They don't look for the pat on the back. But now you're finding, for some of you, you're finding it's time to relax and enjoy the strong foundation, and you're sitting back and admiring this foundation that you've built as well. You're very proud of it. Any more positive changes that come your way, don't resist them. Don't say, nah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. You guys go ahead. I'm great sitting right here. Don't do that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's not what the card is saying. But there's more good to come. Good begets good kind of a thing. This kind of a situation. And don't ever feel that your cup's overflowing, because that you can run dry at any time. So never ever turn away good opportunities. Make room in your life for them when they come, and don't resist them. The advice of this card is to enjoy this period of change, calm and order, stay open to new possibilities, and to keep looking for new ways to expand your empire. Don't put a stop on it, don't put the brakes on, but look to expand and to keep growing. Your keywords are stability, finances, property, protection, balance, order, and foundations. And for some of you, it's not financial foundations. It's other foundations that you needed in your life that you've worked hard to build up. Maybe it's your friend foundation, your circle of friends, your family. It could be a lot of things that you've built a foundation under. And some of you, most of you, are sitting back in one form or another, and you're enjoying the lasting results. You're feeling a comfort and an ease about you. Okay, let's see, the third card, your hearth, your home, your love, your heart, your romances. The Three of Cups, it's all about reunion. Okay. Keywords: celebration, friendships, healing, fun, flirtation, indulgence, and creativity. They all sound like very wonderful words that represent wonderful things. The advice of this card is now's the time for you to feel and to be carefree. Enjoy the company of those that make you laugh. You know, that's just common sense. We're drawn to people that make us laugh. We're not drawn to people that make us angry. We repel angry people. We naturally repel anybody on the darker side, which is sad because not everything bad is on the darkest side. People that are depressed, real severely depressed, people aren't gung-ho to spend time around them because of the depression, and the harder they try to haul them out of it, the more the person seems to fall back into it. Sure, there's some depressed people you could take out for a while and make them forget about their troubles, but they always have to go back home, literally, and in here as well. Return to reality. But we're drawn to people that are lighthearted people. We can, and the card is suggesting that as well. People that you can be yourself around, you know. People that you don't have to put up any pretenses with. You know, if you feel like swearing, you'll swear. You know, this kind of a thing. So these are the people the card is advising you to spend your time around people like this right about this time. Just be carefree. Also, there's going to be a celebration coming up for some of you that is going to be spending time with family and friends and a reason to celebrate. This 3 also comes into the picture to predict weddings for some, parties for others, reunions, precious time spent with the people you love where you can actually just be yourself, as I just said. If you are working on a creative project, now is the time to get in the zone because everything else seems to be in its proper place. And its proper places come at the proper time. Now is to force that and to push that. So there is reunions for some of you, or relationships coming back into the picture, being revived, friendships, family dynamics and paradigms. Okay, so the 4th card that I pulled for you is in your challenges for mid-January, Taurus, and it's the High Priestess. She's all about intuition. And sometimes we don't listen. That's what I'm hearing right off. Someone's not listening to their intuition. And it's singing up an opera. And they're refusing to listen because they don't like what they hear. But their gut's telling them, you see what you see. It is what it is. Like it or not. Whether you like it or not doesn't change the whole aspects of a situation. The paradigm of a situation. It does not change. Does the act of observing change the observation? Well, yes, it does, because somebody observing a situation, sitting back and being quiet, like I said, Taurus can be, because you're there and you're present in the moment to see whatever's going on that you're not liking here, by the way, if I haven't stressed that already, doesn't change the fact that it's happening. You cannot like it all you want, but this is what's happening. You don't like that your gut is telling you it is what it is, man. There's the truth staring you in the face. It was everything you didn't want it to be. So I'm feeling that there's a I'm feeling the heat off the card here, Taurus. Is a very strong vibration of irritation, of frustration, and realization. Keywords for this card are wisdom and secrets, discretion, teachings, visions, and dreams. Blown dreams. I'm hearing blown dreams for some of you. Dreams are gone, and you want them back. You were happier with the dreams, even though they were the furthest thing from the truth. The advice is to keep your thoughts and your feelings to yourself too, by the way. The card is stressing that. That's going to be a challenge for you, is to zip your lip, to not say a word, to bite your tongue till it bleeds if you have to, but don't say anything. Now's not the time, and you'll find out later why, and you'll be going, whew, am I ever glad I never said a word? I came so frighteningly close that you'll give yourself the willies. Your own hair is going to stand at how close you came to saying something. I don't know what this is, but you're not to say a word about something. Something you're very strongly compelled to talk about. You're not to say a word. And the reasons. Hello. Yes, there's winds. We got a wind come up out of nowhere. Ooh. So keep your thoughts and your feelings to yourself. Listen to your intuition. This is a time for learning. She's the wise woman of the ocean, so you pay attention when her energies come up like they did just now. You pay attention to that. Your fourth card, or your fifth card, sorry, in your 5-card Oceanic Tarot spread, Taurus, is the moon, and it's all about illusion. And I would say by your challenges, some of you have been living within an illusion. Okay. So, when the moon shows up, it's watching what it is that you see. It's seeing everything through your eyes. It's seeing past visions. For some of you right now that are in relationships, not all of you now, remember this is general, but love may seem perfect under the light of the moon. But will it stand the test of time during the blaring daylight? Will it? Listen to your intuition. Not all may be as it seems. Another meaning is fear and old memories resurfacing. And you have to work your way through them. The card is telling you this. There's an emotional block there. Something that you feel that's even bigger than you are, if you know what I mean. Overwhelmed. I can't deal with this memory. I can't deal with this past happening. I don't want to remember what happened. I can't remember what happened. I'm going to lose myself completely if I give into that again. But the card is saying you're not going to lose yourself. You're going to find yourself. You've been lost for a long time. And the only way you're going to get through it is if you break through this. Whatever this bad memory is, this overwhelming memory, something that's affected every second, every day of your life for some of you. That's overwhelming. That's for some of you. It's been part of your life and part of your being and part of who you are not, but who you've been. But that's not you. The real you is in there somewhere, and it has to come out eventually. That's a pretty heavy card. The advice of this card is to take time to work out the best way forward. Your intuition holds the answers. Pay attention through your feelings and your dreams, rather than rely on logic right now. Relying on logic is almost coming from a cold place right now, with the energies being where they are for you, Taurus. Now is the time that things that are unhidden, things that run real deep, still waters run deep, as they say. Some of the key words are doubt, decisions, literal sadness, you see how the moon is lighting everything up. Everything in the universe is above them, above the water. There's the moon, the stars, and the aurora borealis, or the northern lights as we call. And everything's been eliminated. And everything that's been beneath the surface is coming to the surface and being illuminated. Do you see that, Taurus? That's what the card's all about. Okay, well, let's pick our significator. What an interesting reading, I think. Let's get our significator out. We're going to wrap this up. Interesting reading. Very interesting. Spirit guides, master of the universe, master of the natural world order, could we please have one significator using tarot for the 5-card Oceanic Tarot spread that was just read for the sign of Taurus the Bull for the general mid-month reading, January 2017. Bit of a wild surf out there tonight too. I can hear it. The wind just picked up out of nowhere. We were like minus 31 here 2 days ago. This afternoon it went up to like -1. The weather's been crazy. Tomorrow's going to be warmer, and the day after. And all the snow that we got a lot of it. We had our fair share of this last storm that got dumped on us. It's all going to be gone, melted, rained off. And we're back to looking like early spring or late fall. There won't be snow to be seen anywhere. We want some warmth here in this reading. Give us some hope and some warmth for Taurus. Anything that didn't show up in the cards or something that needs to be highlighted will show up. Alright, this is it. Spirit says this is it. Cut. Oh, my hands aren't working. Oh, the Queen of Swords. Huh? What have you got to say, my dear? She always has a sorrowful look in her eyes. Here she is, though. It's the Queen of Swords. She's your significator. She's very important. Alright, let me get my book. You guys know the drill. Okay. The Queen of Swords has a cold and emotionally detached way of dealing with the world. First thing I'm hearing, insecure, afraid. Most people that are detached and cold and seem cold-hearted, and they keep everybody at arm's length like this when nobody gets close. Those are the people that feel the pain most of all. They've been hurt deeply. That's why they are the way they are. In a reading, the Queen speaks of standing up to people, making demands, and being clear about one's needs. And that, dear Taurus, what you're reading for January, mid-month 2016, you all have a woman like her. Some of you do in her life. You can't figure her out. She seems cold and detached and heartless. And that's all I'm feeling, and all I'm hearing to tell you is if you recognize this woman as a real person, and she is real, she's not an energy, she's real. She is somebody that you know. And the way you recognize this character, this Queen of Swords, is because she's cold and seems detached and doesn't seem to have any warmth to her. How could she be this way? Someone you thought you knew when you needed the most was the last person there for you. There's your realization. It's because they live with fear of going through somebody that hurt somebody or something hurt them before so deeply, they said, never again. Never, never again will I allow myself to be that vulnerable. This is how you recognize this person. If you know somebody that's like that, they're never going to let you in the way that you want to be let in. They're never going to give you what you need. It isn't going to work that way. Taurus, let's leave it at that. And all I can say is I hope you liked this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to thank you for watching, being here. Also like to thank all subscribers for supporting Bea Fundy Fortunes. Is deeply appreciated. Believe you me when I tell you that. Thank you for your likes and your shares as well. And all your Google Plusing and all that stuff. Please feel free to leave comments. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook as well under Bea Fundy Fortunes. And of course here on YouTube. So for now, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get a notification in about 2 weeks in your mail stating that Bea Fundy Fortune has posted a new video. Until then, from my heart to yours, from my hearth to yours, to your home, to your life, I hope this reading was enlightening. I hope it resonated with some of you. And I wish you the best of luck with the rest of what January has to offer. We'll be back and see you in February. All right. Bye-bye. See you later.